My name is Claire Ray, and today I will be informing you about the history of tobacco. Did you know that in the 1500s, the Europeans believed that tobacco could cure anything from bad breath to cancer? Today, I will be informing you about the history of tobacco and how much it has changed and developed since 6000 BC, when it was believed to begin growing in the Americas. The American Indians began using tobacco in many different ways, from religious methods to medical practices. Tobacco is a plant that is grown primarily in North and South America. The seed of a tobacco plant is very small. 1 ounce sample contains around 300,000 seeds. As early as 1 BC, tobacco was believed to be a cure-all, was used to dress wounds, and was also used as a painkiller. In the 1490s, the American Indians offered Christopher Columbus a dried leaf as a gift, and soon after that, the sailors brought tobacco back to Europe, and soon the plant was grown all over the country. Europeans believed that tobacco could heal anything from bad breath to cancer. In 1571, a Spanish doctor wrote a book about the history of medical plants in the world, and he claimed tobacco could cure up to 36 different health problems. In 1588, Thomas Harriot promoted smoking tobacco to get your daily dose. He later died of nose cancer because at the time it was popular to breathe the smoke out through your nose. And in 1600s, tobacco was frequently used as money, and people literally said tobacco was as good as gold. Around this time was when they realized the dangerous effects of smoking tobacco and that trying to quit the habit was really hard. In 1632, 12 years after the Mayflower arrives on Plymouth Rock, it became illegal to smoke tobacco publicly in Massachusetts. In 1760, Pierre Lorillard founded a company in New York City to begin processing tobacco, cigars, and snuff. Today, P. Lorillard is the oldest tobacco company in the United States. Over the years, scientists began looking into the chemicals in tobacco and started realizing the dangerous health effects smoking produces. Nicotine was finally discovered in 1826, and soon after, scientists announced that nicotine was a dangerous poison. In 1836, an Englander stated that tobacco is an insecticide, a poison, and can kill a man. Chewing tobacco became popular during the time of cowboys in the American West. In 1875, R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company, which is known today as Reynolds Aluminum Foil, was established and began producing chewing tobacco. But in the 1900s, cigarettes became the major tobacco product made and sold. In 1901, 3.5 billion cigarettes were sold. In 1902, Philip Morris set up a New York headquarters to market its cigarettes, which is known as Marlboro brand today. This was during the time when small anti-tobacco campaigns began to ban tobacco. Despite these campaigns, the demand for cigarettes grew, and in 1912, R.J. Reynolds began the cigarette brand Camel. And by 1923, Camel controlled about 45% of the United States market. Other tobacco companies tried competing against this and began targeting women with a cigarette named Mild as May. Soon, this company gained 38% of the market, and smoking rates among female teenagers tripled during the years 1925 to 1935. During the World War II, cigarette sales were at an all-time high. They were included in soldiers' C rations along with their food. Tobacco companies sent millions of cigarettes to soldiers for free, so when they would come home, they had a steady stream of loyal customers. In the 1950s, the evidence that smoking was linked to lung cancer became more and more clear. And in 1966, the health warnings on cigarette packs began popping up. Finally, in 1971, television ads for cigarettes were taken off the air in the United States. Soon after 1982, Surgeon General reported secondhand smoke may cause lung cancer, and public areas were restricted, specifically in the workplace. Unfortunately, in 1985, lung cancer became the #1 killer of women. In recent years, there is a growing evidence that the tobacco industry has known all along that cigarettes are harmful, but continued to market and sell them. There is also evidence that they knew nicotine was addictive and exploited this hidden knowledge to get millions of people hooked on this dangerous habit. Thank you.